Nicole, you've been following the expat vote in Germany. Just give us a sense of what you saw around today.
Well, so far we know that 1.4 million German Turks were eligible to vote, and it appears that around half of them have voted. We don't have any official results yet on which way they voted, but on the streets many people seem to think it would be very close. We spoke to people who had voted yes, who voted no, others who had decided not to vote at all. They were undecided. Across Europe, though, Germany, Austria, the Netherlands, the voting turnout was about 47%, which in fact is higher than previous referendums or elections. So it does seem as though many Turks living in Europe had heeded the government's call to get out and to cast their vote.
Nicole, if you could just fill us in. I mean, during this campaign period, what were the views of some European leaders on Turkey, specifically the country's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan? Because there was a lot of tension between the two sides.
That's right, Alijan. As you were just discussing, it's been incredibly controversial and divisive here in Europe as well. All of this started when the Turkish government announced that it wanted to hold various Yes campaign rallies in some of its main expatriate centres across Europe, in countries such as Germany, Austria and the Netherlands. In all cases, they were not allowed to do so. European governments wouldn't agree to that. Now, the Turkish government was deeply upset by this. They felt that they had a right to go and campaign in this case, and they lashed out at those governments. They said that they were acting with Nazi practices. This, of course, deeply upset Europe, and it has really led to a serious fraying of the diplomatic ties between Europe and Turkey. Some saying that depending on how this referendum goes, it could even lead to a further breakdown of that relationship. And it's a relationship that's vitally important for both sides. There are incredible strategic interests for both sides underway at the moment. And perhaps most important of all is that refugee deal that Turkey signed with Europe and with Greece around about a year ago, something that's very important for Germany in particular, because it managed to stem the tide of those refugees moving from Turkey to Greece and beyond Greece throughout Europe.